From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So I'm here at my desk with the BaiFei Li V10. I finally have one in hand. And my first impression of this microphone is very positive. It's extremely well built. You would be shocked how well built this microphone is for what, an $85 microphone. It's really, you would think also, you look at it and it looks very reminiscent of the Austrian Audio OC818. But it has this little cosmetic notch here, like the JZ mics do. Except in the JZ mics, like the V67, the notch is closer to the XLR jack. But overall, yeah, I mean, it's really, really well engineered and designed. This the way the head basket slides off, it's engineered so that both halves of the head basket, the front and back, slide out of the frame. So it's precision engineered like that. It's really nice. Overall, I like the sound for this. This works I think this works great here. I'm going to have to take it in the booth. But overall, I'm very pleased. The kit is really nice that comes with it too. You get this, right? It's branded. It's their Haken, whatever. Pop filter, kind of very similar to that. Using that very similar, they call it hydrophobic foam. So it's moisture resistant. So when you spit all over it, it won't go through and and soak up your pop filter like the nylon ones do. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen someone like really spit up a nylon pop filter? It's really gross. So yeah, these are great. So so here's an actual like Haken filter, whatever. Who cares? So as you can see, let me hold this up. Oh yeah, okay. So you see the microphone right there, the neon microphone behind me. So look, you can see the translucency of this through it. And they're pretty similar. I think maybe the BaiFei Li one might be a little bit denser. But yeah, people poop at parties. I mean, this works. So Peter Piper packed a peck of pickled peppers, and it doesn't seem to really affect the tone at all. So it's working well. Hello, people poop at parties. Yeah, this works. Yeah, so you get this free, which is pretty cool. And even the frame looks identical. It's a little shorter than the Haken. But I mean, this is great. I mean, think about this. You're getting this mic, and you get this for free, really. So yeah, the BaiFei Li V10. It definitely has a sound. And I think that Jar was right. I think it's very, very reminiscent of a 416. Again, I think you could easily, if you had a spot that you had cut on a 416, whether it was in your place or somewhere else, and you had to do a pickup, and these are real world considerations, right? Because it is not uncommon in the voiceover business that you will do a spot, right? And then the client will come back at a future date and say, we've updated our terms, or we need to change a line or something. Can you update it in this spot? And not only do you have to try to conjure up the same voice tone to match, but you have to remember what your chain was, what microphone you used. And if you don't have a 416 in hand, what if you're traveling? What if it was a 416 that you used at somebody else's place? Right? I'm not saying you would never really hang this off a boom pole as a 416. But I'm just saying that I absolutely believe that you could dub one in for the other if you had to. And that's pretty remarkable, considering that this is really 10 times less the cost than a 416. So yeah, I think it has a very similar tone to that. And that would make it really useful for voiceover. So what do you think? The BaiFei Li V10. I think we have another very interesting BaiFei Li mic to consider. I'm going to take it in the booth and get a little more surgical with it. But my first impression is just a microphone you would put up like this and use for content. Yeah, I would do it, and I'm doing it right now, and I think I will do it in the future. Is that an endorsement or what? All right, Nation, what do you think of the BaiFei Li V10? Leave a comment. All right, until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.